What is love, love, love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Ha. Doom, 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 doom. Nah, I'm just playing. Yo, it was just Valentine's Day though, so I had this has been on my mind. But actually it's been on my mind for a minute, and Valentine's brought it out, I guess. It's a couple days after Valentine's. It's the 16th, so it's 2 days after, but we're gonna get after it. We're gonna go after it. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna send it. So I've been wanting to ask you guys for a minute now, what is self-love? Because you hear that a lot nowadays. Self-love. It's all about self-love, self-love. You know, everyone's talking about it. Everyone's trying to be about it. What does it mean to you? That is the question. I really want to know. So, I'm gonna touch on what it means to me. So what it means to me is, I mean, a lot of people talk about like, oh, like, you know, you gotta take a bubble bath and you gotta like take time out for yourself and whatnot, which is cool and all that. I agree with a lot of that, like doing stuff and things to incorporate into your life for self-love. But I like to think more of it about like what not to do. You know, like what do you got to cut out? What do you have to eliminate in order for you to actually, because it's see, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. That's the question, right? Like, and I think in this world, in this society, in the Western society, we tend to think of love romantically, whereas other parts of the world don't really view love in such a manner. So I read a book called what was it called? It's by Eric Fromm, a psychologist in like the early 1900s. Eric Fromm was the art of loving. I might have it over here somewhere. It's a good book. Let me see if I have it. Let me see. Uh, oh, there it is. It's the art of loving. So he talks about art as love as a art, and like as any artist. Let me see. Here's a good quote. The mastery of the art must be of ultimate concern. There must be nothing else in the world more important than the art. But he compares it to different forms of love, like brotherly love, romantic love, different things like that. Love, the answer to the problem of human existence. Let's see. So, anyways, but so there's different ideas of love. There's different definitions of love. There's different languages, as they say. I'm interested, but so for me, it's more about like eliminating things. For example, a lot of people would consider like self-care, taking care of themselves, to go out on the end of the week, on the weekend, after a hard weeks of work, they go out and then they party and they indulge in different things, drinking, socializing and whatnot. For me, it would be cutting that out. Like self-love for me would be not doing that. it'd be not going out and getting drunk and getting fucked up and then wasting money that you earned hard-earned money on stupid shit that doesn't mean anything, that's not gonna serve you, that doesn't have real value. Like most of the time, you're gonna go out and get fucked up, and you're gonna fuck up your life because you're gonna you're gonna make bad decisions most of the time. Like one of the biggest fights I've been into was at a bar getting drunk, and it was not no like just casual encounter. It was like shit got crazy, and it was with a crazy individual or a group of individuals, and my life was threatened afterwards. But it's all good, you know. But anyways, besides that, but what is love, baby? So to me, I think it's like cutting out a lot of things, like toxic situations, toxic people. You gotta part of self love is having boundaries, creating boundaries. Um, yeah, like I think going on nice walks and taking time out for yourself to unwind and decompress is good. That's good. And a lot of people think like going out and partying and shit like that is that form or fashion of doing it. But for me, it's not. It's just I'm just speaking for myself. That's why I ask, what is love for you? I want to know. But for me, it's not. It's not that. For me, it's eliminating a lot of shit. At least at this point in my life. Um, so right now, for me, self love is doing shit that I don't want to do, doing hard shit, but that's good for me. Like working out. Recently, I got into working out about 3 months ago, and I've always been an athlete. I've always been an active person, but I've been super intentional with this now, and I do it every day except for Sundays. But then on Sundays, I play soccer, so it's like an active recovery day. Um, but I it it's it it's and it's not back to eliminating things. It's not what I'm gaining, like my muscles and all that. It's good, but it's what am I eliminating? I'm eliminating uh my what Joe Rogan calls your inner bitch, like your weaknesses. When you work out, you're eliminating weaknesses. You're eliminating that little voice in your head that says, I don't want to do this. I don't feel like doing it. But when you make a decision to do it, and that's the decision without feelings being involved, it's called discipline. So it's part of practicing discipline, doing shit that you know you need to do that's going to serve you better, but you don't necessarily want to do it, you're not motivated to do it, but you're going to do it because you're committed and dedicated because you made the decision. So it's overcoming those things that the weaknesses, and then it's eliminating. For me, it's eliminating neuroticism. Like if I'm just not doing, if my mind goes off, so if I'm not actively pursuing something, then my mind goes into bad places. So for me, it's eliminating that because it puts me in a positive mental attitude. Uh, it eliminates negative feelings and frustrations. It puts me in a higher frequency. So, so essentially, I'm eliminating lower frequency thoughts and feelings, and limiting beliefs, like like me not wanting to do things, or me coming up with excuses about why I don't want, or like I can't that day, or even just the possibilities of what I can actually do physically, and it's increasing my abilities, my physical abilities, which also increase my mental faculties and my spiritual faculties, because it gives me confidence. Also, with that comes like food, nutrition, eating, diet. That's another thing. Like, what is self-care? It's discipline. Discipline to do the things that you know will benefit you, even though they're hard and you don't want to do them, or they're not fun, or they're not exciting, or shit doesn't taste good, or whatever the case is. It includes that diet. And diet for me also goes into what we consume mentally, like media, music, stuff like that, social media. It's eliminating the bullshit, the toxicity. It's not indulging in such things, because, like, for me, for one, is like, it's weird for me. I'm an athlete and I perform on high level, so for me to watch someone else perform and just, it's weird to watch sports for me. Like, why would I watch another man fulfill his potential, or groups of men fulfill their potential, while I'm sitting my ass down and watching them, unless I'm like studying the technique and shit like that. But it's just weird for me to like root for someone else. a lot of people out there rooting for teams and other people, star players, but they don't even root for themselves like that. They're not out there like putting in the work and like rooting for themselves. That's just weird to me. So self-love is, like I said, eliminating things, staying out the way, staying away from certain situations, certain people, discipline, doing the shit that you don't want to do, but after you do it, you feel good. You get that dopamine because you know it was hard, and you know you didn't want to do it, you weren't motivated, but you know you needed to get it done, and you got it done, and then you feel good because of that. Or just sticking to the plan, sticking to the script, sticking to what you committed yourself to and dedicated yourself to and decided to do. Like, that's some real shit. That's some real motherfucker shit. Real people shit. Like, real man, real woman shit. So I want some feedback. I want to know the softer, fluffier shit that you guys do for self-love too, but I want to know the hard shit too, and the shit that is not flashy and sexy and appealing. The shit that's like gutter. The shit that's like the real work, the dark work, the ugly, the nasty, the dirty. I want to know that. So get back at me. What is love? Love, baby, don't hurt me.